Hello guys, we are here today with the YCS Rimini first place deck. Yes, this place won YCS Rimini in Italy, so we are going to be going over that today. And as far as Nekroz go in general, they are still really powerful deck. They're not as good as what they used to be, definitely not as good since the ban list, but they're definitely still a really good deck. I don't necessarily agree with a couple things. I did make one change somewhere along the lines with this deck, and I feel it's just very important. So let's just go on one Exa, and then one Sorcerer, and one Shroud, and then we have a Dance Princess in the side. So that will be the Nekroz effect monsters for the Performance Engine. 3 damage juggler and 2 hat trigger. I kind of understand this and makes sense, but if I were to play it, I'd want a Clown Blade, because like Clown Blade I actually like for Nekroz, because you can tribute them off with Valkyries and then he'll summon himself out, or you can use them with Exa, make him or another level 4 and make Valk and then summon him out. So I feel Clown Blade would help out, but he didn't run it. He didn't want it and he won. So 3 Manju, 3 Senju of course. 1 decisive armor. He's really good. Just getting rid of back row and being that 33 beater is just really nice in general. Allows you to get over a lot of different stuff. Trishula, of course, is Trishula. Just banish whatever you want. 3 Valks, 1 Gunir, 3 Unicorn, and 2 Brionic. And then 2 Colossalus. Colossalus is iffy because with Jin being banned, when Jin was at 3 and you only land 1 of him, Colossalus at 3 I'd be yes, so that way you could go Colossalus cycle Jinlock. But honestly, you don't really need 3 Colossalus. Like, he's kind of a dead draw after you've already seen him once, because you can always use the Ritual Spell Cards effect to add another one. So putting him down to 1 wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to do. The only thing that he does have is just being in the grave to banish for for Nekroz Mirror. That is definitely something that he's able to use for. So having him at 2, you can do that, but having him at 1 isn't the worst thing in the world. 2 Rotas, these guys do clog, because like you have a whole bunch of searches for your Colossalus and your Shruids. I mean, you can, well, you only have really one way to search Shruid, and that's Brionic or Rota. So it's more like you're using Rota more to get him, but you do have 3 targets in the deck, but they will clog. They will clog in some games. So don't be afraid to side these out. 3 upstarts, prep, and then 2 of the mirrors, of each of the mirrors. Honestly, I don't like this, especially like if I'm running 3 Unicorn, I want to run 3 Kaleidoscope. Like, I can understand 2 cycle to mirror, but I'd want to run 3 Kaleidoscope just so that way they match my Unicorns. And then of course, Vanities, Emptiness. Gotta get the Jinlock in there somehow. And for the extra deck, Quasar, Star Eater. You can send Star Eater by having, let's see, Gunir and Unicorn, and that's pretty much it. Herald of the Arclight, just only 2. I think he was running 3, or maybe there was an XZ that I didn't put in here that he was running, because I put in Diamond Crab King, and this card is very necessary for any deck that can make land 4s, because you need an out to towers. You need an out to towers, because if you're going to a tournament, like a YCS, or regionals, or just locals, and somebody plops down at towers, you don't want your chance of being in top 32 or top 64 to just disappear because you lost 1 game to towers. Like, you may have lost that match, and you may do well, but because you lost that 1 match, you might not be able to get into top 64. So Diamond Crab King, you just need them so that way you can get over towers. Otherwise, towers will just ruin your trip, pretty much. 104 Masquerade, a lot of Nekroz players are playing this. I saw somebody at locals playing this, and like, I understood why, but I thought this was more for a Star Sarah stuff. 3 level 4s, but hey, Manju, Unicorn, Hat Tricker, you can get him out. Trapeze Magician, Unicorn is a spellcaster, so he's awesome. I like that. So you can just go ahead and target your decisive armor, and you can just ram into everything and kill everything. Going, he's just great to protect your stuff, just like Unicorn or Trishula. 101 Castell, Diamond Direwolf, just the generic stuff. You definitely want to run Diamond Direwolf because this deck, seeing how when you control no monsters, you can banish this to search. Diamond Direwolf will really help out because you get to pop something like back row or face down, whatever, and then boom, you can go search off. Excitonite, 2 Diregaster's Emeralds. If you have one engrave and you make another one, make sure to put the other one back in your deck. Because Diregaster Emerald is very important in Nekroz because it just cycles for days. Cowboy, and then of course the Diamond Crab King. He will crash with towers. He won't kill towers, he'll crash. So he'll be destroyed as well. But it's really interesting because towers makes all special monsters lose 500 attack. And his effect is says change its attack to 3000. So because it says change and not increase or whatever, it goes to 3000 and then you can crash. His defense though will be when you summon him, his defense will be 2500. Just to know. And that shall be it for the main and extra. It's just Nekroz, that's all it is. Dance Princess, he said it was important for the mirror match or one match or something. Now this is an interesting side. Normally I'd want a main Regeki, especially when he was talking about an OTK with this deck. Like, Masquerade's important to the OTK. I'm like, well, why aren't you maining Regeki then? But he didn't, and he won, so he probably knows best. 3 MSTs, 3 deck lockdowns. Like, I knew this card prevented people from summoning from deck, but I didn't realize it prevented people from adding cards from their deck to their hand. So it's a mistake, except, like, mistake. When you compare Mistake and... Oh wow, this guy was playing Nekroz and he mained this, so... This is great against Burning Abyss, great against Nekroz, not so good against Shaddolls. Like, I feel Mistake is better, because they activate the Rhoda, you flip it, the Rhoda disappears. You activate this, they can't activate the Rhoda, it stays in their hand. So, I like Mistake better. And then you had 3 Typhoons, just to destroy stuff, maybe chicken game with the stuff thing. Breakthrough Skill, and 3 War Decrees for back row. Probably Tellarknights. And yeah, that is it for the deck. Honestly, I think Mistaken Arrest would be a better side, because you don't hurt yourself. This card hurts you, because if you have Brios and stuff, like mid to late game, you might not do so much searching, but like it's still very important. Like you might do at least 1 search. So Mistaken Arrest might be better. It's just like, alright, you lose the card because I activate Brio, you flip Mistaken Arrest, it doesn't search. So I feel Mistaken Arrest would be the better card. So this is it. This is the deck that won YCS Rimini. I believe this was the first YCS of August. And this format. So I wonder how this will influence Konami if they will hit Nekroz again and the whatnot. So tell me guys what you think of this deck profile. Tell me guys what you think of me on net decking. I don't necessarily like to do net decking, but hey, this guy won YCS Rimini, so he deserves some praise. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later. Bye.